Back with John Dana's Fab Five for one last look across the state. It's the all classification boys. And John, another really, really deep set of guys this year, and even a couple of surprises.
Yeah, I think for the most part, everybody can probably guess four of them. The fifth one is a little bit of a surprise. Actually, you know that the number 2 guy I have is really come on strong this year. He was a good strong runner last year, but well, actually the top 2 runners, they really come on strong. But anyways, my number 5 runner is Max Del Monte. Max, as a lot of people know, he's a solid runner the last 3 years. Did real well at the state meet he came in second to Del Valle in the 1600. He's got great speed. He ran a 15:02 last year, I believe. This year he's run a 15:19, and I think he's another one of those guys that's rounding into form for later in the season. So, but Max Del Monte from Chamberlain, senior this year. Fourth is this is the surprise of the group. He's a junior from Palmetto Ridge, Carlos Miranda. Ran a 15:17 last week at Pre-State. Came in a solid third behind the top 2 runners, which are going to be my 2 of my top 3 in the state. But at a 15:17, a junior, he's coming on stronger every week. So I'll be anxious to see how he finishes up. Number 3 needs no introduction. Elliot Clemente. Been a stud for the last 4 years. He's finally a senior. He's a Foot Locker finalist from last year. He's run a 15:02 this year. Had a great race against my number 2 runner that's coming up at Pre-State last week. But Elliot is he's certainly got the capability to well, I'm sure again go to Foot Locker, but or if Bellin goes to NXN, they'll do real well there. I'm not sure which way they're going. Number 2 is junior, came on real strong, worked real hard. Andres Arroyo beat Elliott last week at Pre-State. Just missed getting a course record, 14:59. So you get in the 14s, you're looking forward to some pretty good times. So he's got the potential also, being if he goes to Foot Locker, to do well. And my number 1 runner, record holder at Great American, beat 14:57, Daniel Moore. Daniel is, again, from a great program over at Holy Trinity. Coach Butler's done a great job, and he's the senior leader of that team. He's made great strides, so I'm looking forward to seeing him also postseason. So we've got Daniel Moore, Andres Arroyo, Elliot Clemente, Carlos Miranda, and Max Del Monte is my top 5.
Solid top 5, and it's very interesting. 3 seniors and 2 juniors. And if we look a year out from now, just how much better is Arroyo and Miranda going to be? They are going to be, I think, very, very good down the road.
Yeah,
we
I
had
agree.
A chance last week, like you mentioned, to see Clemente and Arroyo go head-to-head. And if you look at the finish line footage, I think Elliott still had a little bit left in there. So maybe he goes back and retools things a little bit. And he has a little bit more left in the tank, I think. I think last week probably could have been a little bit closer, but you can't go wrong with your number 1, Daniel Moore. We saw him do great up at Great American, going 14:57 on that course, beating a top-notch miler, and having a great season so far. Now he really won't be challenged again until probably Foot Locker. He's got state that is probably the next big race, followed by Foot Locker, and some of these other guys, they're going to have to duke it out amongst themselves, and maybe that'll paint a little bit better picture for us as we get ready towards the very end of the season. Everything culminating for us, at least in the state, November 19th out at Little Everglades. Hey, John, I want to thank you for all the homework that you had to do. I'd also like to thank Scott Grippo for putting together our trailer that'll go with all these videos. And any closing thoughts, John?
Well, as always, I'm real excited about the state meet. I think that 3A girls specifically, I think is going to be a show. Both individually and on the team side. I think both boys and girls. Beyond the state meet, I think we've got some like you said on the girls' side, the boys' side, I think is just is strong. You've got 5 guys, I think, that could probably get right there at Foot Locker and postseason, wherever they go. But it's another solid season. I mean, we're in the renaissance period of cross country. I think between last year and now this year, we're getting a little spoiled on seeing this number of good runners from both sides. So it's going to be exciting.
It's going to be a good run. Thanks again, John. We really appreciate your Fab Five.
Yep, no problem.